In the dungeons we slay, in the dragon's den we play. Raise a glass to the heroes who battle night and day. With a fiddle and a hurdy-gurdy, we'll sing the tales of old. In the tavern we gather, where the stories unfold. In the moonlight we roam through the ancient cobblestones. With swords and shields we march across the land we've known. With a fiddle and a hurdy-gurdy, we'll
Okay.
dance around.
So you can pretty much say anything. So
Okay. I will. I will just say anything.
you can say anything you want. Well, welcome to our podcast, our Mages and Sages podcast. I've been wanting to get you and
Thanks,
some
Jeff.
other artists on here for the longest time, but it just hasn't really worked out. And I had my surgery here recently, so. Um, but no, welcome. We really appreciate it. Do you want to say anything, Ed, before we get started, or?
Just say hello. Yeah. It's
Hello.
it is always good to speak to the older folks in gaming while we still have each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Especially the
I,
older.
I'm still looking not all that terribly old because,
No, you're not. I was just gonna
I
say.
started. Have we begun? Should I even be talking
No,
about things?
no, go right ahead. Yeah.
I started at TSR when I was 18,
Yes, I saw that in
or
this.
was it 19? Something really, really, really young.
It says 18 on the wiki page.
That sounds fine.
Yeah, 18, and yeah, this is TSR began work at the age of 18.
Yeah.
And what
And
year was that? No.
yeah, what year was that? It was late
Uh,
70s, wasn't it?
79.
79?
That would
Oh,
have been
okay.
79.
Okay. So we're really all about the same age because I
Yeah.
was born,
I uh
born in
I
63.
I managed to graduate high school in 3 years
Nice.
thanks to a kindly art teacher who let me eat my lunch in art class to rack up. So I didn't have to take a lunch, which meant I was able to rack up more credits and get out a year early.
Oh my
And
God.
th- and then I went to the Joe
Oh.
Kubert School,
Yep.
which was a 3 year course, but I left after a year and a half because I got the job at TSR.
Terrific. Well, I got to tell you, you were my introduction to the fantasy when it comes to role playing Dungeons and Dragons. Your artwork is just, for no lack of another word, fucking incredible. You know, just because I mean, when I think of the early modules, which I have all of them stacked up in the closet back here, is that I mean, I tried to make a list. Village of Hamlet, Sled Pits of the Undercity, Deities, Gods, Tomb of Horrors, Bards of Greyhawk, Secret of the Slavers, White Plume Mountain, Palace of the Silver Princess. Now, did you do all the artwork or just a little bit in that one?
In Palace of the Silver
Yeah.
Princess, definitely not all of it.
Okay.
I
Did you do
forget
the one that
exactly
got
what
it
I did
banned?
do.
Did you do the one that got it banned?
Palace of the Silver Princess was the one, not banned. I don't think is
No,
quite
Oh,
they
exactly what happened, but decided it was problematic and withdrew it.
right, right.
I
They
but
pulled, they
I was in the
stopped the
art
production.
department. That was not really directly our concern. We just went, huh?
It's funny because you look at that picture now because you can find it pretty much anywhere on the internet, and you're
Yeah.
like, really? This is what they were concerned about? Come on.
well, yeah, times and standards change from place to place.
Yes, yeah. Well, then, Dwellers of Forbidden City, which is one of my favorite modules, Queen of the Demon Pits, Descent in the Depths of the Earth, Castle Amber, Expedition to the Barrier Peaks, and I could probably go on, but that's what I have a list of.
Some of those names I don't recognize, but
Um, I
that
recognize your
doesn't mean
artwork.
that it's not accurate.
Well, you may
It could
have
also
just
have been
done.
didn't some of that stuff get re-released? Pardon me, put some stuff away. Didn't some of that get re-released under new names too,
Well,
or
Expedition to the Barrier
repackaged
Peaks
in
got
collections
Yep.
right.
that
Well,
might have had
Expedition to the
different
Barrier
names? So
Peaks got.
that might explain
Well, some of these did get released again. White Plume Mountain came out for the 25th anniversary.
it. Yeah.
But the original, I'm guessing, is what they're talking about. But your artwork, I mean, when I think of early TSR, your artwork is what I think about.
I just remember when I saw Jeff D artwork, people's feet were done right, or they
Yes.
were, or they were
Wow,
wearing.
really? I thought they were terrible.
Oh
No.
no,
I thought I was doing my best.
it, or you put them in cool swashbuckling boots.
Well, that
Right.
I did try to do because came out of comic book.
And also
Yeah,
you did halflings correctly too. They weren't this just, this 3 foot, 3.5 foot tall, 300 pound creature walking around with no shoes on. They were svelte. They were just like all the other characters you could play. I mean, they had muscles, they had armor, and they looked great. They weren't just sitting there eating and drinking the whole time.
I
damn.
did. I drew some chubby ones too,
Yeah,
but
but not that many.
mostly folks remember. And I think I'd have to check the timing on this, but I think I was influenced by the Hildebrands on the look of halflings. I think they did it first.
Okay,
So,
yeah, and they'd taken over from the Tolkien sketches for the Tolkien annual Tolkien calendars.
Right.
So we were seeing a lot of Brothers Hildebrand.
right, right.
Um, I mean, even people who weren't in the industry and weren't into fantasy were seeing it in their local bookstore because,
Hmm.
at Christmas time, everybody wanted calendars, and there were a certain group of people who, for some strange reason, did not want Farrah Fawcett Majors in a bikini on their calendar. I can't imagine why. Maybe they had children or something. I don't know. But but I mean, you would see lots of all sorts of calendars. People who weren't into fantasy would see them. So yeah, the Brothers Hildebrand were sort of everywhere for a bit there.
Hmm. Hmm.
No, but the ones I found, it just did a great job. Matter of fact, I want to think that, and I talked about Ed about this earlier. The original, not the original, but the first Fantastic Four, the Silver Surfer that came out 15 years ago or whatever. The Silver Surfer looked like your artwork to me. Had an
You're talking about the movie Silver Surfer?
the movie, yeah, not the cartoon, not the
Huh.
comic book, but the
All right.
movie because it had that very angular face and the body. And I go
Huh.
back and look at your artwork and its resemblance of those early artwork that you did for like DD's Demigods or some of the other stuff that you did, some of the other modules.
Yeah. I had nothing to do with it, so
That was going to be my next question. Did they steal it from you or something?
oh, how would I know?
But it
And
does
everybody is influenced by everybody. It's all cool.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What way back in the day when you
Yeah.
started doing stuff, what things
Yeah.
do you look back at now and go, that worked well, or I was
Mhm.
really pleased with that?
Um, um, I, I don't spend a lot of time looking at my old stuff, because I want to do new stuff.
You're right. Of course.
Um,
We want to talk
and
about that
and
new stuff.
also
Yeah.
I'm nervous about questions like this because I think that what matters is what the fans think because you know
Oh,
that
sure.
it doesn't really matter if I liked it if
No, no,
nobody
I,
else
I,
did.
no, I don't mean it
So
that way. I
um,
just mean there are things that you do and they're difficult and they come hard and you get to the end of it and say, thank goodness that's over. And then there are other things you do and they go well and you think, gosh, I was
yeah,
clicking there.
yeah. I liked my picture at the end of Barrier Peaks with the
Mhm.
bullet being heaved out the cargo door.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I like that scene. Um, I liked my cover. I think I did cover and back cover on good grief. The cover is adventurers fighting Aspis, the the
Right.
bug guys, and on the back is a halfling crouching beside a door as an orc coming through.
Mhm.
Thought both of those came out well. Um, you know, stuff that I've done.
Did you do the cover art for the expedition to the Barrier Peaks with the tentacles coming
What
out of the
was
ground and they're attacking this tentacle creature almost like a
I don't
Sarlacc.
I don't believe so, no.
You don't think so? Okay. It
No.
looks similar. Some of the faces are kind of similar to what you would
Hmm.
have done. So
Hmm.
Okay. And then you also did the Villains and Vigilantes
Sure.
with Jack
Yes.
Herman, and then you redid it later.
I've been co-designer and artist on all 3 or 4 editions, depending on whether you count 2.1 as a new edition, which
Okay.
had all new art and only a little new text. That was the one Jack and I came out with when we reclaimed the rights.
Right. And
Okay.
then you
Yeah,
did the advanced, you put it out again, right?
the 3rd edition, aka Mighty Protectors,
Mhm.
because the upshot of the lawsuit with the former owner of Fantasy Games Unlimited gave us the publishing rights back, but left him with ownership of the trademark, which seems we did not like that,
No.
and but we were allowed to use it, but we also knew that moving forward we had to have our own IP on it. So
Mhm.
the 3rd edition V&V says Mighty Protectors, and then also has a Villains Vigilantes logo in the corner. So
Yeah.
it is a V&V.
Hmm.
And then what was it? I'm just looking at the different things you've done. Nemesis you co-founded Nemesis Games and developed that MMO Gargantua.
It did not come out.
It did not come out. Oh.
That was a failed. Oh God, I so much would have liked that to succeed, but our the guy building the engine that we were using suddenly became unavailable,
Oh, really?
and that was the end of our project.
Ooh.
So
Oh.
yeah,
Sounds weird.
he was not technically an employee of Nemesis Games. He was a friend who was working on the engine that was almost done and never got done. So yeah, that was gonna be cool, man. We're doing like a 2D tile based MMO.
Hmm.
So more along the lines of like the early Ultimas, that kind of look, right? Pixel graphics and moving
Hmm.
tile by tile, and you could make your own monster, and the map was the entire surface of the Earth, and different monsters had different abilities, and you could it was vaguely reminiscent of City of Heroes, the way the
Hmm.
abilities worked. And of course, unlike MMOs where you're a human and there are people standing around that'll give you missions, in Gargantua, your character just had hungers. So periodically, there's stuff you'd want to do. And if you did it, you got a bonus. And if you just ignored it, it would go away eventually.
Right, right. Well, that
I,
sounds
I
interesting.
was proud of the design there, but yeah, it did not happen.
Hmm.
Well, it's a shame. You never went back to it.
Nah, I've not been in a position to try to do that again.
Yeah, yeah. I was also looking at your Patreon page. There's a lot of great artwork on that.
Yeah, I've been very quiet on Patreon for a while, but I'm just gearing up to go back. The latest Villains and Vigilantes book that I'm working on is Tales of the Unseen, which is the monsters source book for V&V 3rd edition, where the main idea is you play a monster
Oh, wow.
akin to like Werewolf by Night from Marvel, or um, Man Bat and
Yeah,
things like that.
right.
Monstrous heroes. It is more specifically. Do you know the Clive Barker movie Nightbreed?
Uh-huh.
Hmm. Hmm.
So take the concepts in Nightbreed and bash them together with like mutants from the Marvel universe. So your monsters are good guys, but they have to live in secrecy because humanity is bigoted and prejudiced against them. And so it's just a completely different take on being a hero, and it's fun and creepy, and you get to do weird things.
Yeah, really. Holy crap.
But the source book will also be usable if you just want to have like monster enemies in your superhero campaign. That'll work too. Or if you want to do humans monster hunters, you could do that. All the stuff you need will be in there. So I bring that up because we were just talking about my my
Patreon.
forgotten Patreon is the word.
That's okay.
Patreon, and I got a bunch of art that I need to do for that, and I think I'll be putting that out in front of my patrons.
Well, that'd be nice because I was looking at it and I think I'm going to sign up for it.
Hey, cool, man. Appreciate it.
No, absolutely. You have
The original idea on my Patreon, you know about the Kickstarter projects I did, right? Where I
No, I
recreated.
don't.
Oh, so once upon a time, in the like couple of years, I guess, before Wizards of the Coast bought TSR, one fine day, some knucklehead whose name I don't know and probably wouldn't say even if I did, in TSR's art department decided that they were running out of space in their files to store their old artwork, and so just took like big handfuls of artwork and threw it in the dumpster.
No, God, please,
Really?
Including almost
No!
everything I ever did there.
No!
And so years later, people were asking me, "Do you have this original? Do you have that original?" And finally, some guy independently commissioned me to redo my Elric from Deities and Demigods.
Yes, I remember Elbert. Yes.
And I did that, and I thought, wow, I bet people would be kind of into this if all those originals have been destroyed. Why not recreate them?
Right.
So I did a whole series, I don't know, like 14 Kickstarters, this book after book after book, where the backers of the Kickstarter got prints, and I got to recreate all these originals. So the idea, when I started running out of things to recreate, and it was going to be just bits and pieces, originally I started the Patreon because I wanted to take those bits and pieces and do them for an audience on Patreon, like one by one instead of in the whole big projects. And that has not panned out yet. Maybe someday if I can build up that audience.
Yeah, I'm looking at recreating my art from AD&D modules A1 and A2.
Yeah.
I can see. Yeah, I'm looking at it now here. And then
okay, so that brings up a question for me. When you just said someday, if I have time.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's assume we can all live forever.
Sure. Okay. Cool.
And nothing is going to deteriorate in our eyesight or anything. Our hands aren't going to get shaky. We can do anything we want. What would your dream project, sort of project? What sort of thing? I'm not saying tell us your secrets. I'm saying if you could do anything, what would float your boat?
We revel, let the spirit take us higher. Tales of adventure and bravery, in these walls we will reside. Raise a cheer for the warriors as we toast to the wild ride. With a fiddle and a herd.
You're the ones, there are no others, so here's your realms, you funky mothers.